we are continuing our examples on the illicit use of the copyright license of the Creative Commons on the Soundcloud platform. I do make this video series, this episode, so long because I want to evidentiate the damage extent that is being done to the software community, the free software community, to the open source community, because the creators can belong to the standard copyright license domain or to the less restricted copyright domain, namely the creative licensed work realm, so to say. So we are going to continue our endeavor, and probably we are going to be able to convince the right amount of people that the misuse, the conscious misuse of the Creative Commons licenses is not only just a dangerous thing, but a felony also. And I hope that the collective management organizations are going to stop letting some people to sabotage what they worked for way many years, probably before I was born. So let's continue with the examples of intentionally misused Creative Commons license by users under official platforms, under so-called legally guarded platforms. We're not talking about ISO Hunt here. We're not talking about the Pirate Bay. We're not talking about torrent trackers, people. So oops. Let's load another batch of illicit evidence of Creative Commons license misused. So we are going to start by actually showing to the viewers that although these saboteurs exist and they're trying everything they can voluntarily and some of them involuntarily to destroy something so beautiful as the Creative Commons license, about 1.4 billion Creative Commons licensed works do exist since about 2017, at least according to the Wikipedia. And Wikipedia, being a Creative Commons based site, of course, actually shows us that there are other platforms, not just YouTube and Soundcloud, which we are discussing in this video series, in this episode 5 video series. There are other platforms that release works under Creative Commons license, but they have the exact same problem that I'm discussing here. And oh, guess what? We are going to discuss YouTube after we are done with SoundCloud. So, of course, the governments and intergovernmental organizations don't do anything about this part of the problem, which meaning the sabotage of these Creative Commons license. I hope that in the future something is going to be done. And of course, we have even books under the Creative Commons license. We have movies, we have many things that these, at least the talented DJs and producers, could actually use to remix under the Creative Commons license. So with this in mind, let's carry on with our examples of Creative Commons misuse and sometimes the right way use of rightful use of this type of license. So we are having Geoparadise. Now, of course, this is actually a DJ. Again, he has the track list. He assumes a responsibility. Again, he says this is his mix from the opening and closing of a performance in Netherlands at a date. The thing is that these artists did not give him the right to publish under a Creative Commons license. Let's see if somebody actually gave him this right. ArtSense, okay, compiled by No, I don't see anything. None of the artists gave him the permission of relicensing their work, especially under this permissive Creative Commons license. Again, why did I put this? Oh. By the way, I am going to probably discuss, no, I am going to surely discuss about YouTube at a later time, or in this video, episode 5 video series, or I am going to make a different episode. These things that are auto-generated by YouTube, you know, look, Droplex Official, you can't take them and relicense the music under your license unless in the description here says it is released under a Creative Commons license, or selected from the menu in the upload process. You are not allowed to do that, to relicense, because we don't know. That's a different type of license between YouTube and the uploader, and there is a different law, consequences of law between YouTube and the artist, because when YouTube deletes your account or something like that, or just publishes the new terms of service, they literally disconnected from between you and the artist, and between you and the law which you are going to answer for. Okay, with your wrongdoing, of course. And the lawyers are not going to just let you go home free. You will at least pay a fine, or you will be imprisoned. So if you don't have a proof here, so you can actually take a picture, so you can show it to the judge that so that, hey, you had the right to download it, and you had the right to use it according to the statement, you know, used, published in the description of the video. Again, this user does not, of course, publishes any work under a Creative Commons license. Probably I took these bookmarks because another clip probably, another post from Soundcloud actually used these two and released it under an illegal Creative Commons license, of course. Let's carry on. Again, a preview. If it is not yours, if it is not your own production, you are not allowed to actually release under a Creative Commons license. You might be able to release a preview under a restricted license, such as the standard copyright license, provided by the agreement between you and the original artist. I have no problem with that. Again, I am telling you, look, organic structures, yes, but this is still a copyrighted. I am just allowed to listen this part of the song. You are not allowed to republish it. Okay, You are not. You are allowed to republish it. You might be, because hey, look, he says here available at Beatport. Of course, but you are not allowed to relicense it. So, Mr. Geo Paradise, you are a felon. Okay, Mr. Nico Latest, the Rolling Stones. I am sure the Rolling Stones did not give you the rights to. Amazing. Where did I actually found this to be under a Creative Commons license? Does Mr. Nico Latest has some other? Or somebody else? Yes, look. Again, another genuine user. This is how a standard copyright protected, again, should be published. It's not my problem at this point. At this point, okay, it's between him and the authors. If he pays his dues, if he pays his licenses to the collective management organizations, 100% okay. So let's go to the next one. Again, another genuine user. Okay, not a felon. Okay, a genuine user. That's how the rest of the users that I called felons throughout this video series, this episode 5 video series, should publish their work if they don't own the rights of the original work they are posting. It is simple as that. Not a problem. Completely not a problem with me, Mr. Nico Latest. Kudos to you. Next, okay, Mr. Sanpacho and to be honest, okay, Premiere, Mr. Blanc. Mr. Blanc, I don't know what he does. I don't know how he does it. Mr. Blanc seems to be a producer of samples. Let's see if we, not in this post, it seems he doesn't have a link to his site where he publishes beats, samples, and everything that a DJ needs to do his job, her job, okay, to do their job of DJing, of pleasing our ears in the club. If he's a label and he has, believe it or not, if you are going to this guy's site, the music that he has under a Creative Commons license is outstanding. You can start actually your DJ career with a controller, a computer, a Linux distribution with the mix program loaded, and you can actually literally are entitled to download from the site any Creative Commons music that is genuine, released under a Creative Commons music, and you can become famous. But every time is something but. Of course, the way I see this user, I haven't emailed him, I haven't emailed anyone. I will probably establish some type of communication between me and these guys to actually see, to confirm my hunches, you know, my suspicions about their posts. But this guy, this user, this label, I don't know what entity, under what entity this user made the account, the Soundcloud account, but the licenses and the work that is posted here is actually outstanding. As I said, talent 100% from the producers and from the work. If it is genuine work put into this, genuine legal work into posting these productions under this type of licenses, as I said, not just kudos to the user or to the entity that posts on SoundCloud under this user. Wow, I am literally speechless. But if on the other hand, this user actually infringes massively the copyrights of the artists, it is again wow. I mean, this would be a massive illicit operation, because the posts on this channel, of this user, are too good to be true, are literally too good to be true. This user is I don't even know how to describe the quality of the posts, but it remains to be seen. I am going to probably, if you are going to see him promoted somehow in the future on my channel, it means that he is genuine. But if you are going to see me going in the Kit Boga mode on this user and others, well, you that point will know how illicit or a felon he is. But right now, with the material, if the material is genuine, is legally genuine, released under these Creative Commons licenses, because believe me, you have Creative Commons licenses by attribution share alike posts, but you have Creative Commons by attribution. So you have the best Creative Commons license, the best work distributions under the best Creative Commons licenses known to date, at least on this channel. If he works with these labels like Insomniac Records and others that distribute the original works, this is an outstanding job. The only label, one person label that I know that he does the same thing would be Argo Fox. But I can assume what I say. I can wait a minute, we have a language barrier here. Let's just say I can put my hand in fire for Argo Fox, for some of the Argo Fox's posts, because the original authors published the works that ArgoFox paid under the same license. So you aren't going to, if you are going to see something published by ArgoFox, you are going to see a confirmation on the original artist's site or YouTube channel or the Soundcloud channel. But we don't quite see that here. But you have at least half, probably 3/4 of this user's posts under a permissive Creative Commons or Creative Commons by attribution share alike license. Of course, they are posts which are published under a standard copyrights license. So this is where the confusion comes from, at least in my case. But we are going to probably talk about this user, and by golly gee, if these posts are genuine, man, I will have a field day using this work on future YouTube posts. Let's not drool too much about it, because this again, it might be too good to be true. So let's carry on to the next user. Again, we are not okay. Let's see. Let's see if something is under Creative Commons. From their link provided. Again, it might be another felon, Mr. Rough Parquet, because the copyright thing is like a virus. If the original content is not cleared legally for use, there wasn't any agreement signed, anything that is derived from that is a copyright infringement and thus a felony. But of course I wouldn't have any problem with it. Of course, Mr. Rough Parquet, he made a mix. It would be his problem between the original artist himself and the law. But again, as you see, we have a genuine artist that actually does exactly that. He has the name, he has the collaboration, he has the link towards the mix, the remix. It's not our problem. The problem that we still have is not the Creative Commons. It's not a felony. It's not something, at least from the free software community and the open source community. I mean, we know, fine, he mixed it, he offers a free download. Since I know I am not allowed to download it, I am not going to download it. It's not a problem. Of course, he doesn't release it under a Creative Commons license. Until here, he does everything by the book. But if he doesn't have cleared his legal issues with the original artists, it's his job. So until further investigations, which I am not going to do because it's not my problem here. As long as he doesn't publish under a Creative Commons license, I have absolutely no problem. Good for him. I am not going to even listen to some work that I know to be copyrighted. So next, again Blanc with a Premiere. This is where I have a problem with Mr. Blanc. As I said, his mixes are very, very tantalizing. I am sure that Mr. Phil Collins did not allow a release under a Creative Commons license. Even if Dean Mikowski would have, through his edit. Again, I don't know how this, because SoundCloud, as I said throughout this video series, throughout this episode 5 video series, SoundCloud does not do too much to actually verify, although that the user is verified, or at least somehow through some conditions that they have in the terms of conditions, the terms and conditions part of the site. They have some way of verifying the users, but they don't vouch. They don't legally vouch for these users, so I can know, hey, look, these users have the rights to actually publish some other people's work under a Creative Commons license. But the final word that must be had is the word of Phil Collins, and of course if he dies, the rightful owners is the final word, which I am sure it will be that the account needs to suffer some consequences, some really heavy consequences, because although everybody that pays their DJ fees, their legal fees, whatever the fees are, I am sure they are not allowed to relicense the works, the original standard copyrighted works under a Creative Commons license, as free as the Creative Commons licenses. Let's go further. Mr. Johan N. Likander, of course, he presents some mix, of course a compilation. I'm sure he is a very talented DJ, but of course he releases the mix under a Creative Commons license. I believe, now I'm actually thinking about it, I believe that these people confuse what a promo mix is with these Creative Commons licenses. I believe that's what happens, and because the collective rights management organizations don't do nothing about to inform the people about how these copyright works function and under what type of law. They probably followed the ASCAP's advice to their members to sabotage the Creative Commons license, of course. Of course, ASCAP suffered the consequences of such an advice by having many members of the organization leave the organization. So let's see if we actually recognize any artist in this mix. Well, we definitely do not recognize any artist, but I am sure that these are very famous artists of their time, and I am sure that them, if they still live, or their rightful owners of the works, wouldn't agree with this type of license, of course, which actually allows us these things. I mean, come on, nobody in their right mind would actually allow such a cool thing to be happening, such as the releasing of money-making works under a free license, such as the Creative Commons. Yes, Mr. Johan N. Leekander, I'm afraid he's a felon because of the relicensing of copyrighted work. Let's see, Mr. Optics with Rausch, written and produced by Armen Rausch. Released under a Beautiful Records label. Of course, he is the original producer. All fine here. Again, all fine here. A genuine user producing his work under a standard copyright license. Okay, Mr. Rausch, that's how you actually publish a copyrighted work, that a genuine copyrighted work under an appropriate license. When he is going to decide that he's going to release under a different license, such as Creative Commons license, he can do so at his own leisure. I have absolutely no problem with him releasing under whatever license he wishes, because the search engine, when I am going to select Creative Commons, the engine is not going to offer me this user as a result. So let's carry on. Okay, why the hell did I actually have the terms of use? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The terms of use actually says that, let's see, to your use of the platform. Why did I actually have the terms of use here? Okay, yes. SoundCloud, even if you tell me that I have to upload my own content, and you are not actually sanctioning those that do upload malicious, ill-intended content, even on a Creative Commons license, I have nothing to say about it. I mean, look, they actually have a disclaimer, and probably the disclaimer is made for these saboteurs of the Creative Commons license that are on their site. Because as this section explains that SoundCloud cannot give any guarantees that the platform will always be available, sometimes even the platform is also okay. Limitation of liability. This section explains some of those things that SoundCloud will not be liable. Well, please explain to me, SoundCloud, how the hell are you not liable for the users that intentionally relicense copyrighted content and even boasting about it? So nothing you say here, SoundCloud, is going to make it better unless you are actually going to order that algorithm of yours where it sees Creative Commons at least in selection to actually send a notice on logon, on the first logon on the channel, to actually sign a responsibility agreement that if they don't correct their mistakes on their uploads, in, I don't know, a month from the time they opened that notice, their account will be closed. And a letter of copyright infringement, according to the European law, should be sent at their home address, according to where their internet service provider provides that internet service for those users. How about that? Acceptance of the terms of use. No, SoundCloud, if you don't do anything about these blatant law infringements, these terms of use are useless. So you should actually call them the useless terms and conditions. Let's carry on. Mr. Benja Murano, again, another very talented DJ. I don't know if this is an AI or something, but I believe the picture might be doctored anyway, of the user. I am sure that Quevedo did not allow. I mean, they allowed the remix probably, because if you pay your dues, again, your licenses, according to the law, they allow it. They can't unallow it. They can't go against produced mix. but I'm sure they don't allow your Creative Commons license distribution under you posted your remix for a copyrighted content of some standard copyright artist. Okay, in this case there are two artists, so even if one of them would actually agree, if the other one doesn't, the license doesn't go. So again, another very talented DJ producer. These mixes that he does, they can stand on their own. Most of them, or fine, half of them, because he actually uses samples heavily. Again, next, wow, yeah, that's why. Mr. Marshall Simon, I'm sure that Justin Bieber did not allow you the privilege of using his work, but hey, if you paid your licenses, he doesn't have anything to say about it. Well, unless in court, okay, he can say, hey, look, I want you to stop using my work. Here's the money for the damages that my restrictions caused you, and fine, okay, this could be between you and the artist. Again, there is a problem. From my point of view, from the point of view of the free software community and the open source community, absolutely no problem. At least he was honest. He might actually have the rights to actually DJ, to actually mix this remix, and again, as I said, Justin Bieber can't do anything about it. Again, I do not credit, he might not actually pay even those, because when he says, I do not take credit for any of the music uploaded on this channel, please refrain from issuing a copyright infringement. Excuse me, when you use an original work, this is clear, you are not allowed to use it. And if Soundcloud allows you on the platform, Soundcloud infringes the copyright of that artist by simply allowing you to post, but it's not my problem, so carry on. So Mr. Justin Bieber, it's your problem between you and this guy. So let's carry on. Again, Mr. Benja Murano, again with a remix, a very good one. But the problem is that he releases under a dangerously infringing and that affects in a dangerous way the liberties of the rights and liberties of the free software world, of the open source world, and of the free world in general. Because right now we don't have a way so that we know, hey, this band, not even those collective management organizations do not have a way in which we know what rights do the original artists are providing for the rest of the world. Oh yeah, that's why I put that here. Paramount Pictures failed to silence uTorrent discussions. Well, because of course you are failing to silence uTorrent discussions, because now look, these major platforms are transforming, have transformed with your approval, with your allowance, into a bunch of torrent trackers, into a bunch of pirate sites. I mean, you don't even need the Pirate Bay now. You have Soundcloud, you have YouTube. Congratulations. Warner Paramount in anti-piracy move. Of course. What anti-piracy move? Excuse me. When you people allow these platforms to actually allow posts of users that have absolutely no concern for a civilized society. Okay? How? Tell me how can you say that you are doing something about it when you actually don't want to do anything about it? It's the worst when the police, when the authorities are becoming the pirates they wanted to abolish. So I am going to end this part 6, or yes, the part 6 here, and we are going to see each other in the next part, because as I said, this episode is going to be a long one.